today we'll be discussing a C++ program to perform push items into the stack. So in order to do so, let us open up Turbo C++. And once it is done, we'll be opening up a new file over here. So now in order to maximize the screen, I'll be pressing F5. Here I'll be writing a single line statement, that is write a C++ program to perform push items into the stack. And after that I'll come over to the next line, and here I'll say hash include iostream.h, and then I'll be including tony.h. Once these two are included, next what I'll do is I'll hash define a macro, that is hash define max. So the size of it is 3. So now I have to define a class. So I'll say class stack, and within this, so what I'll do is I'll be having two private access specifiers. So that is private, and then it is public. So here within this I'll be introducing a few data members. Here I'll be having data members called as int, that is a of max, and then one more data member, that is top. So now here I'll be writing a constructor, so that is stack. So because this member function is a special member function where the member function name and the class name both are same, so therefore it is called as constructor. So here I'll be initializing this top data member to -1. Now I'll be writing I'll be having a few more member functions, that is void push. So within this push, so I'll be passing an argument called as item. So within this, of course, we'll be writing the code outside the class. So therefore, again, one more member function that I'll be using is void print. So this is also one more member function. So here, since we are writing the member function outside the class, we should use the scope resolution operator. So the rule that we have to follow is first the return type, that is void, next followed by the class name, and then followed by scope resolution operator and the member function name. The member function name is push, and within this I'll be passing item. And then for this I need to write the code. So within this I'll check out if top is equal to max minus of 1. So if it is max minus of 1, then already the size is full, so therefore you cannot push an item into the stack. So therefore I'll just display a statement called as cout. So within this I'll say stack is full. So and after that I'll introduce an endl line, and after that I'll return. So now then after that I'll if the stack is empty, so then I'll say top plus plus. I'll implement the top pointer, and then I'll say a of top is equal to item. And after that I'll just display a statement called as cout, and within this I'll say item is successfully inserted or pushed, is successfully pushed. And after that I'll introduce one more blank line over here, and then the code is complete for the push item. Now what I'll do is I'll write the code for the print item or the print member function. So here again the return type is void, followed by stack name, class name, and the member function name is print, and within this I have to write code for this. Here I'll check out if top is not equal to -1. If it is not, if this condition is not satisfied, then you do have elements. If this condition is satisfied, then you do have an error condition over there. So that is cout stack is full. So already, there is no element to be displayed. So you will display a message called as stack is empty. And after that, I'll introduce endl. When there are no elements in the stack, you cannot display any items over there. So therefore, here I'll say cout. So within that, I'll say stack contains. So within this, I'll write endl line over here, and within that, I'll introduce a for loop for int I is equal to, what is it, starting from 0 until I value, that is the index value, is less than or equal to the top of the stack. What I'll do is I'll increment I plus plus, and here within this, what I'll do is I'll display the statement, that is cout. So here I'll be using set width of 5, which is defined in hiomap.h, and I'll display the value of I, that is a of I. Now after that, I'll again introduce an endl line statement, that is cout. Within this, I'll say endl. So and after that, I'll close this, and I'll close this for loop over here. Now the code is complete for the print statement, for the print member function. Now I need to write the code for void main. So within this void main, what I will do is first I have to define the object. So within this object, how do I create the object? Class name followed by the object name. And here I will be using a few more other items over here, that is variables, that is choice, and then followed by item 1. So these are the two different variables that I'll be using. So here I'll just display while you want to keep executing the program. So what happens while the condition is true? So you need to perform certain tasks. So therefore what I will do is within this I have to display the menu. So therefore cout. So within this 1 for push. So and after that I'll say endl, and again C for display or print, 2 for print, and then again I'll introduce one more blank line over here, and again 3 for exit. So again I'll say cout. So within this, if the option given by the user is 3, then it is exit. So it is exit. I'll close this and introduce one more endl line. So now, so the menu is displayed. Now I'll display a message to the user so that he can enter the choice. So that is enter your choice. So and after that I'll close this, and again I'll introduce one more endl line. So here I need to read the choice from the user. So I'll say choice, and then I'll close this. Now I'll be using a switch statement of this choice. So within this, I'll be writing case 1. If it is case 1, so then what I need to do? I need to perform a few things. So the thing is cout. Within this, I'll be writing cout statement. So here I'll say enter the item to be pushed. Enter the item. So within double quotes, I'll enclose this, and at the end I'll be introducing one endl line, and then here I'll be writing cn. So within this, I'll be accepting the value which has to be pushed, that is item 1. Now I'll be calling the member function. So the object name is yes dot, what is the member function? The member function name is push, and within this I'll be passing item 1, and I'll be closing this. So after that, I'll introduce a break statement over here. So this is with respect to case 1. So the next thing what I need to do is I need to go for case 2. If it is case 2, that is if the user's choice is case 2, then what you have to do is you have to print. So therefore, how do I call the member function? Object name dot member function name, that is a print. And after that, I'll close this, and then what I'll do is I'll enter, I'll write a break statement over here. So now I'll close this. Once I write this, after this I'll close this. So after this, again what I need to do is I'll go for case 3. So if it is case 3, so then what you need to do is you will come out with the exit. So you will just display cout. Within this you have pressed exit. So and after that I'll close this and introduce endl line over here, and then I'll close this. So now if it is default statement, so then what I need to do, I'll just display a statement called as cout, so that is invalid choice. So and after that I'll introduce one more endl line over here. So now, so almost all the code is complete. So now what I'll do is I'll write get ch over here, and now let me save this particular file. In order to save, I'll say push underscore stack 1. So and I'll say enter. So now what I'll say F9. Of course you do have n number of errors, declaration syntax error. So here what happens, I need to enter semicolon over here and then press F9, and then set width has to have a prototype. So therefore it is defined in iomanip.h hash include iomanip.h. So after that again I'll compile this particular program. Again it has 4 errors. So here it is semicolon is missing. Next again it has 3. So therefore here the double quote should be within this. So double quote should not be there. So therefore again I'll say F9. So again code not reachable, I'll remove that. So now I'll say F9. So here within this again I need to write one more code over here, and that is if you have pressed exit, then I need to call the exit function over here, that is exit of 0. And we all know that if I compile again we'll get an error. So why? Because exit should have a prototype. So this exit is defined in a header file called as process.h. So what I will do is I'll include one more header file called as hash include. So within this I'll say process.h. So and then I'll save this particular program by pressing F2, and then I'll press F9. So therefore the program does not have any error. So let us check out and run. So here I'll say 1. So the item that has to be pushed is 23. So now 23 is successfully pushed. Let us see whether again I'll push one more item, that is enter your choice, it is 1. Again let me assume that 45 is the next item to be pushed. So now I need to display all those messages, all the pushed items. Now I'll say 2 and I'll say enter. So you know that we know that it is 23 and 45 is the item that is pushed, and if I enter any other choice, that is 5, so then it should display me invalid choice. Of course here in the spelling is invalid is wrong, so E should not be there. So now again what I'll do, I'll say 3. So now I'll come out of this particular program, and you can see that you have exit. So this is what you will do is you will implement the push operation of the stack. So here the invalid spelling is wrong. So what I need to do is I need to correct it, and we need to execute once again. So this is how what we need to do is we'll execute the C++ program to perform push items into the stack. Thank you.